I am Dr. Senaka Lalith Dharmasri Amarathunga, Head of Department of Export Agriculture in Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka. I would like to focus your attention on social science study. That means my presentation is assessing the effectiveness of digital farm school approach on technology dissemination on tea smallholding in Sri Lanka. My co-research partner, Ms. N.C. Jayasundara, Dr. M.G.P.B. Mahindaratna, and Mr. M.R.N. Dhammika. This is outline of my presentation. Introduction. Given its reputation as a prominent producer of world-based tea, Ceylon tea demand a premium on the global market. Sri Lanka ranked as the fourth contributor to the world tea production and third contributor to tea export. In 2021, Sri Lanka produced and export around 2,855 metric tons and earn 1.32 billion US dollar in export revenue. Tea plantation can be categorized as a tea smallholding, where tea land is less than 10 acres, and the corporate plantation sector, where tea plantation is more than 10 acres. Whereas tea smallholders contribute up from extent-wise over 60% in Sri Lanka tea extent, which produce over 75% for the annual total production. And their productivity remains 195 kilograms per hectare per year. Now in this sector, smallholding about 1.5 million is dependent. And this is solely managed by the Smallholding Development Authority, that is a government organization. So let's see problem and faced by the tea smallholding sector. Tea smallholding sector is less organized setup, which has large number of units. Therefore, they are maintaining in subsistence level. They are poor record maintaining and poor traceability. Under this scenario, extension staff that come under tea smallholding development authority, they are inadequate expansion of public extension channel. That is because financial and manpower limitation. The current rate is about 3,000 smallholders have one extension officer, whereas effective technology dissemination should be for 1,000 smallholders should have one extension officer. Therefore, difficult to reach all holding by public extension channel. Therefore, information getting delayed, which influence low adoption rate. And their average productivity which is far below from their proven potential, which is geared to high cost of production, which compared to the other countries. So that will influence to low profitability. And now this is a high time to introduce new effective extension approach for technology dissemination. So as you are aware, farm field school approach, that is the extension approach introduced by the Food and Agriculture Organization in Indonesia in 1989 for the integrated pest management. Now, this approach is school without wall. So made up group of farmers, they get together on regular basis during the growing season. And they try out the new production method as a group gathering. So FFS approach facilitate to learn by doing, and to the group of farmers can work together promoting applicable technologies. So Tea Smallholding Development Authority, in collaboration with FAO introduced farm field schools approach for the tea smallholding sector as a collaborative intervention of rehabilitation of degraded agricultural land project that is established as a pilot program in Kandy district. That is a central part of our country during 2018 to 2021. So this approach improved the knowledge and awareness of farmers and the change in attitude and improving adoption of recommended technologies. Now they are gathering, they are follow the new technology. Extension officer is a facilitator. They are providing required technology and farmers motivate and they diagnose their problem and they are more frequently meet and gather to share their knowledge and the technology. So this expertise was develop the FFS guideline and conduct those sessions, focus in the key important agricultural practices, where the timely important practices they introduce one by one. And the farmers work together and gather those practice at the field level. However, as you are aware, during 2020, world also struggling with the COVID-19. So this farm field school approach, where they have conducted in physically, that was converted to digital format. So that is ICT based digital learning environment for farmers and other stakeholders. This approach not only for the Kandy district, even Badul and Ur area also they have conducted. Basically, technology is disseminated through initiating WhatsApp group and Zoom sessions. However, at the beginning of when they introduced digital farm field school, they are facing so many problems. That is because when they start all of a sudden, however, our farmers are not ready. There are lack of ICT literacy of the rural farmers. The level of network coverage in the rural area and signal issues. Lack of ICT usage in the extension program. Another way, like our extension officers also not so competent enough to apply ICT tool. And they also face the difficulties to meet the farmers because of the COVID pandemic. However, with mid-2021 onward, there is a trend of use of ICT, mobile subscription, broadband and mobile broadband and social media use was tremendously increased. Therefore, mobile technology is considered to be an effective and tool to bring in the knowledge and technology gap among rural farmers. Therefore, this study will help to understand the effectiveness of digital farm field school approach that change the degree of knowledge, attitude, skill, and adoption of good agricultural practices. So, prime objective is our study to investigate the effectiveness of digital farm field school on tea smallholder as a technology dissemination tool to reach this main objective. There are three specific objectives was established to identify the factor affecting the use of ICT by the farmers, to determine the pattern of ICT usage among the farmers, to investigate farmer productivity and profitability through the DFSs. So, for this study, we have developed the conceptual framework based on Venkata's model, where social and economic influence of farmers effort expectancy, affordability, facilitate condition, organization assistance considered as an independent variable which influence on behavioral intention to use ICT by technology transfer, and which influence of the effectiveness of digital farm field school. Methodology. Methodology is developed using literature survey and also discussed with the expert team of DFCC. So the location is a central part of the Sri Lanka. This is our island, and they are mainly tea smallholders are very popularly established. We have selected 5 Gram division in Kandy district, where those are the GN division, and we have selected 2 type of group, that is those who got training with DFCs, that means Digital Farm Field School approach, and again non-participants. That is because we need to compare, we need to make the comparison how this new approach is compared with the conventional technology dissemination approach. So data collection was done using pre-tested structured questionnaire, and it was validated in its internal consistency by adapting reliability tests. So primary data collected using structured questionnaire. At the same time, we did the focus group discussion and field observation, and also developed the WhatsApp group discussion, especially during the COVID period. And the secondary data was gathered Tea Smallholding Development Authority and other relevant sources. Those are some activities they have practiced at the ground level. So data analysis was done using SPSS tools and the Strata statistical software and Microsoft Excel. And we did the reliability test for assessing the reliability of questionnaire, and the descriptive analysis was done to overview of these parameters in the sample, and we did the comparison by doing the t-test with regard to this component, and to extrapolate this observation for the total population, we did correlation analysis and multiple regression model. So independent variables: affordability, effort expectancy, facilitate condition, organization assistance, age, gender, education level, farming experience, household size, income, ICT usage. Those are the dependent variable and which influence on effectiveness of variables. So those are the measurements. Then especially qualitative parameters we have worked out through the index, but you have developed. Those are the measures parameters. And again, we did correlation analysis to establish the relationship between the independent variables, such as those independent variables, against the effectiveness of the farm field approach, especially digital farm fields approach. So we developed null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. And empirical model was developed to establish relationship between dependent variables such as effectiveness of digital farm field school, how it influenced by independent variable, as listed in here. So results and discussion. As I mentioned, our questionnaire was validated by doing reliability test. So from back alpha value source, all variables gave above 0.7 values. Therefore, all components of the questionnaire have excellent internal consistency. Therefore, research tool was, we can say, reliable and gave credible results. So, the both group of DHS and the NDFS farmers, male and female representation is there. So, female participation is more. Education levels of DHS farmer compared to DHS farmer, their secondary education level is very high and they are well sound. Whereas NDSS farmer, there are more of them have a primary education level. And the perception of the on type of technology dissemination. So NDHS farmers have less responses, whereas digital DFS farmer, there are 70% of DFS farmer prefer digital agricultural extension compared to only 32% of NDFF farmers. However, 38% of DFS farmers also still prefer with the traditional extension method. Because those approaches are in work in the field condition. And most of the NDFF farmers prefer conventional extension approach compared to the DFS farmers. So then we observe how social media use pattern. Whereas DFS farmers, they use Google, internet, CD, DVDs, Facebook, phone call, YouTubes, and the WhatsApp group. They are more frequently they use, especially for the WhatsApp and the YouTube, to gather the information. However, in DFS farmer, they very rarely use digital tool. They are basically depend on the conventional method. The WhatsApp group pattern of the among the group developed for the DFS farmer, about 96% they are in that group, and they use more frequently. Then we evaluate how WhatsApp group is share technology, that tool for the technology transfer and the communication and the networking purpose. So we have make the evaluation purpose, we make the statement like this, and we measure the mean score level of in this agreement in 5-point scale. You can see WhatsApp group create effective communication channel to share information and experience, and we develop the efficient platform to address the farmers' issue, and we kept close contact between home garden practitioners and the even government officials, and created effective platform for successfully implement of farm school activities, and they believe cost and time effective approach. So their mean scores are very high rate. Whereas, however, with the smallholding, those who are in the far away, they have an issue. Their ICT literacy rate is very low, and their reach to this platform is difficult. Therefore, remote farmers have very they perform very less value. Then we gather the type of information share among the WhatsApp group. So we have categorized about 11 information. We identify out of these 11 information what they have shared. They gave first priority problem and solution encountered in farming, especially for the field related activities, and the knowledge sharing among their peer group, and they use WhatsApp group inquiries about their inputs and material, and the information to availability of material, and the to gather the market intelligence, especially for the during the COVID period, to market their green leaf, and also exchanging information on new farming techniques and technology. Those are the first priority given by smallholding. Then we use mean comparison with regard to DFS farmer and the NDFS farmers in terms of ICT literacy index and the index of the knowledge and adoption of good agricultural practices in at the field level. There you can see ICT literacy and the knowledge and adoption of gap of index source between DFS and NDFS farm have a significant difference. And again, we did mean comparison where the average monthly yield and the income level, especially DFS farmer, before we introduce digital farm fields full approach, and we compared the after the approach, that means after the 1 year later. So there is a significant difference before and after. You can see this results. Then we did correlation analysis to establish the relationship between how independent variable effect on the dependent variable, such as the effectiveness of this approach. So, effort expectancy and the facilitate condition have strong positive relationship, whereas organization assistance, affordability, demographic factors like age, education level, and the household size, especially household size, when they have a like second generation, that will help to operate for the their parents, for the operate for the digital tool. Therefore, it has moderate positive influence. Whereas gender and income also have some weak positive, whereas farming experience, especially elderly farmers, have a negative influence to use of the new technology. They prefer to have conventional approaches. So we did the multiple linear regression model to accelerate our findings for to total population. You can see this model is significant at 0.05 level, which means regression model is all fit significant at 95% confidence level, and R-square value, which indicate about 92% of proportion of variance and in effectiveness of, is explained by the 10 independent variable in the model. And there is a 0.0204 difference between R-square and adjusted R-square. Therefore, variation to the model after adding independent variable can be neglected, and you can see the independent variable influence on like organization assistance, facilitate condition, effort expectancy, age, like a digital demographic factor, gender, income, and family members, number of family members have positive influence on effectiveness of digital farm field school approach, whereas education level also and the affordability also have somewhat positive influence, but not significant. However, as I explained earlier, also farming experience has negative influence. Therefore, with significant coefficient value, we can rewrite this equation in as follows. So conclusion. So when farmers are motivated to receive the technology through the digital platform, they are willing to follow and prepare to access them via WhatsApp group. So digital farm field school approach has gained a positive reception from these smallholders as an advantageous extension tool. With this platform, they are empowered to exchange insight on emerging technology, obtain practical field experience, troubleshoot issues, connect with the service providers, and discover fresh market prospect among the ongoing pandemic situation on that particular period. And also sharing technology through the digital farm fields platform can lower the production cost and increase profitability through the improved productivity, and which enhance the facilitation condition and organizational assistance can increase the effectiveness of farm field school by improving effort expectancy. So now this approach, special digital farm field school approach, has had considerable impact on the productivity improvement of the tea land by effective dissemination of technology, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic period. And this FFS tools leverage ICT to provide digital learning opportunity to rural community and make it an ideal strategy for the technology transfer. So policymakers should focus on implementing this approach to policy technology transfer and attracting diverse group of farmers and stakeholders in various sectors, both locally as well as globally. This acknowledgement. In addition to, I would like to acknowledge especially team of agricultural and horticulture third edition global conference organizing team, which provide facilitation for to address this forum today. Those are my references, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. You conducted very good work, sir, and overall presentation was so good. Now the session is open for the participants for the discussion. Sir, there is one question from the participants. What technology is used to control the weed management?
We use actually, especially during that period, we can't apply any chemicals because the government decided to ban the agrochemical. Therefore, we introduced integrated weed management method. Like first and foremost thing is we encourage them to cover the land by maintaining the canopy of the bush and selective hand weeding while keeping the friendly and some land cover weed, some of the healthful weed. At the same time, where we have some sort of aggressive weeds or very open area, we advise them to apply for motorized grass mowers.
Okay, thank you, sir. I hope he will meet out the answer. And sir, the next question is, what is the level of literacy of the farmers? Was it difficult for them to learn how to deal with the mobile?
Yes, actually, our country literacy rate is very high, like over 80% or 90% somewhere. However, especially majority of our farmer, like a middle and elderly group, at the beginning there is a main problem faced by this approach when they introduce. they are hardly used the IT use. Therefore, with the support of their second generation, that means their children, they really help to gather the information. Therefore, and thereby the farmers getting they got experience how to use, especially apply the especially use the WhatsApp application, because there is no any other approach to reach the information during this COVID-19 period.
Okay. Thank you, sir. If any participants have any query, please write down in the chat box or unmute yourself and ask the directly. Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
In Sri Lanka, the tea cultivation is unorganized sector or organized sector?
Yes. Actually, when compared with corporate, that one sector is somewhat less organized. That means, although Tea Smallholding Development Authority, there is a apex body, their extension staff is very limited. Therefore, they have to they are not able to coverage all holding. That means we have nearly 400,000 small holding. But in most cases, smallholders gather or they are getting information either their peer groups or sometimes some agrochemicals promoter. That means some private sector involvement is there. Therefore, in most cases, public and private sector, they work together to cover the requirement of small holding, especially technology transfer and the input providing.
Okay, thank you, sir. I hope this presentation will help to our participants, those who are working in the field of extension. Sir, I'm also working in the field of extension, so I saw how the WhatsApp group will help the farmers' welfare.
So thank you very much, madam.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
I would like to make some collaborative research. You are most welcome because our university also located very tea growing region. Okay, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.